Hey, this is BlindFox. Welcome at my Ration review. Please support the channel. Please subscribe. Please go and donate on patreon.com. So today we are going to do the Boswa 2020-2021, the vegetarian pack. And it is lunch, so we are going to have, I don't know if you can see there, but this is what they suggest for lunch. It's sort of the isotonic drink, the Provitas, and the, what do you call them? The noodles. Okay, what we are going to have, we are going to do the noodles. Here we go. A bit squashed, but that doesn't matter with noodles. We've got our isotonic drink. This makes a cup, sort of orangey normally. We've got our peanuts, which we're going to do. And then, well, our Provita got a bit squashed. I'm not sure if it was like this when I opened the pack, but it's like this now. So I think I'm going to mix the Provita with my nuts for a little sort of snack mix. You can of course here add the salt with this as well if you want to have a little bit of salt with your snack mix. Then what you also could do if you want a bit of a bigger lunch, you can take your soup and you can toss it into the noodles as well. So then you get sort of a noodly soup. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. The reason being, this is vegetarian and your dinner is just gonna be some baked beans, and I think then the soup might just work there as well. So we are going to toss this into some water. You can see there's a little packet. And we are gonna toss this into a cup of water as well. And we will be back. So everything is mixed, and let's just, so that this thing gets a bit or gets rehydrated a bit, let's do our isotonic drink. So this is bigger than a cup, but it's smaller than 500, so it's sort of in between a cup and 500. Maybe 350, 400 mils. So let's taste. So this is what the product we've got here. It's game, it tastes like that. It tastes, I think this is orange, it might be nachi, but it tastes like orange. They sort of say a cup, but you can actually get away with 500 ml or more if you just want something to flavor your water with. This is sort of a energy isotonic drink thing anyway, so it's a good game, it's a good choice. I think it's a better choice than some of the other powders you get. It's quite tart, so it does help to quench your thirst. Now while we are here, what I did was I chucked the Provita in with the nuts, and I did break the Provita a bit smaller. So you can see there we've got Provita and nuts. So here our nuts are salted, Provita aren't salted, so they are sometimes quite bland, but if you mix the Provita and the nuts, you sort of transfer some of the salty nut, the salty that was on the nut, onto the Provita. And it sort of does give it another flavour. And having your nuts and your Provitas together, of course your Provitas doesn't have a strong taste. There is sort of a grainy taste there. You can taste grain. It sort of goes well with the nuts because it sort of gives you a little trail mix effect. So that is interesting. And that brings us to our noodles. Now if this was a bit colder, it's not really, well, it's actually winter now, but if I actually was thinking, I could have kept the noodles and the and put the baked beans in for lunch, and then did the noodle soup, because the noodles would go quite well with the soup as well. So there we go, we've rehydrated it, and you can see I left the water in. Since if you are out in the middle of nowhere, you're not going to waste this little bit of water anyway. You're not going to throw it out because, hey, it's rehydration fluid. So let's taste. And of course, I lost my spoon. I don't know where, but I can't find it. So I liberated a little ration spoon from a ration. That's what I did. So let's taste. A bit of a boring vegetarian flavour. I think it is mushroom soup, or whatever soup that powder is. I think it would have gone great with the noodles. So the noodles here, not a lot of flavor. It's not bad, it's just not really flavorful. It literally could be any flavor. There's just not really salty, sort of savoriness going on, but that is how far it goes. So let's do a little. I'm not going to do a mega bite with one spoon. So I taste a bite of the noodles and a bite of the peanuts and Provita. And really, I don't think peanut noodles is going to be a new thing. So these doesn't really mix. You might do the Provitas might mix with this if you want a crunch to the noodles, but I don't think so. And here you can see the noodles sort of ate up all the water, so you don't have even a lot of water left. So what do I think about this? The drink is a good thing. You can of course add more water to this. I don't know, I think this maybe 750 mils, I'm not sure. A liter might be too much, but then might not. This all depends on how much flavor you want in your water. But this will go good with, especially here where the water is a bit brackish. You do need a bit of a soury note to your water. Most of the water in the interior of South Africa it's not brackish water, it's just not, it's got more, it's not that it's brackish water, it's well, close to the river, it's not really brackish, but there is a lot of mineral content to the water. We're next to the orange does sort of take it up a bit, but not so much, and it's a really large river, but the water tastes differently than when you are, say, in the Western Cape. They've got a much more acidy water. So here it does help then to just have that extra little bit of sourness to your water, especially if you're away from the river where there's a lot of minerals in your water. It does get, you really don't want to drink a lot of those water. It's not bad for you, it's just it doesn't taste nice. But with this, the extra little bit of sourness, you lower it just makes water taste better. So this is good, at least you can get maybe 750 to a liter of water here. Then of course you've still got your stock cube. But the stock cube I think then wouldn't go well with this soup or the noodles, so I didn't use it with the noodles. And we have one that did it before, it's sort of a tomatoey stock cube, not bad. You do really need a bit of herbs then to get a nice tomato soup going. And the noodles a bit bland. I think the soup would have gone well here. It would have given some flavor here, and the sort of vegetableness of the soup would have, I think, the vegetableness of the noodles. So I think the vegetableness of the noodles would have gone well with the soup as well. And here your Provitas are really bland. Your peanuts does give that saltiness. And since it's peanut Provita, it does do that peanut butteriness with Provita taste. So it's not bad. So overall I think this is a nice little lunch. You just need a bit of water for your noodles to get them soft. And so that was our little lunch. It was the Boswa Vegetarian Ration 2020-2021. So it was, yeah, but so my final thought, just a bit bland, the noodles, the rest are fine. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe, please go and donate on patreon.com, and see you at my next ration review.